Okay guys, what's up? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I got a request to rate animes. So we're gonna rate the animes that we're only reading ones that I've seen because I can't rate animes that I don't know what happens, or yeah, I can't. So without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so the first anime that we're going to be reading is My Hero Academia. Now, I'm going to have to give My Hero Academia a 7 out of 10, and here's why. At a certain point, it just kind of, gets boring, and it just doesn't really seem fun anymore. You kind of get bored of Deku and hearing his story. Maybe if Bakugo or Todoroki was the main character, it would be more interesting, but I personally don't like Deku, so that's why I give it a 7 out of 10. And plus, because Mineta just exists. Sorry to all the Mineta stans, but there's only like 10% of you, so I don't think any of you watch my videos. But he's just really pervy and everything, and I don't like him. But there are some aspects that I do like. I like Todoroki, I like Bakugo, I like Denki, I like Jiro, I like Momo, you know. But besides those, really, it just seems kind of boring to me. But I do suggest watching it. It's a great anime, and it really shows you how anime should function and how it should work, and what a good anime or good anime structure should look like. Okay, next up we're going to talk about Haikyuu, aka my favorite anime of all time. I give it a 10 out of 10. You should definitely watch it. It has great character development. The plotline can be a bit boring at times, I will tell you that, but the characters make up so much of it, and their story arcs and their monologues and just how they play and how they're driven, it's very inspiring. And they're just playing anime. I mean, not anime. They're just playing volleyball. It's very funny, but it also can be so sentimental and so sweet. And, the thing that I like is that the third years had a chance to, leave Karasuno, but they didn't. They stuck around, and that was something that I really liked also, because it just shows how much the team means to all of them. And, even Tsukishima has a story arc, and that says something. Even Oikawa has a story arc, and that says something. Even Aiwizumi has a story arc. Even some people that consider the worst characters, they have story arcs. They turn it around. And that's some of the reasons why I like it. Oh yeah, and they're all like really hot. Like like really hot. So yeah. Okay, on to the next anime. Alright, next up is Oran Host Club. I'm going to give this one an 8 out of 10, because to be honest with you, some of the characters are quite boring and don't really have a good story arc, and there's only one season of it, but I definitely still recommend it. The main character is very interesting, and so is her love interest, per se. If you love anime, if you love animes, if you like the romance animes, this one is definitely for you. It's totally good. And yeah, if you're rich, I don't suggest watching it. Yeah, if you're either really rich or really poor, I don't suggest watching it, because you might get offended by some of the stuff they say. Yeah. Alright, the last one we have here is Assassination Classroom. Now, this one is really good, except it can be a bit too much at times, because, the whole thing is that they're trying to kill their teacher. But I give it a 9 out of 10. It's so good, because of how amazing their teacher is and how amazing the characters are, because they're all so individual. And I really like that. And they all have actually really good backstories, even though they all come from kind of the same place. They still have all very unique backstories, and I really like it. And I really like what Koro Sensei teaches them and drives them to be better students and to get them out of Class E, but then they don't want to leave because they have such a good teacher, and I think that's a really sweet message. So I definitely suggest you watch it. It's not super funny, but it definitely can be funny at times. I'd say my favorite character is Karma, and then for Haikyuu, it has to be Sugawara, because just, yes.
I meant
and then
Hawks, not Todoroki and Denki, so just don't listen to
My
me.
Hero Academia, it probably has to be
Hawks
Todoroki
is my favorite.
or Denki. For Oran Host Club, probably Tamaki. Yeah, so I hope you check out all of these animes, or you've already seen them, because if you haven't seen them, or if you've only seen some of them, then you will like my videos. But if you have not watched any of them, I don't suggest you continue watching my videos, because you won't understand some of the stuff that I talk about. Oh my gosh, I completely forgot about Hawks. Hawks is my favorite character in My Hero Academia. I know he was only in 2 episodes, but he's in more of the manga. So, yeah. Alright, that's all, and thank you to my friend Madeline for giving me this request to make this type of video. Alright, I love you all so much. Bye, my lovelies!